Nearly 5,000 people of various faiths and background visit Ajmer Sharif in Rajasthan every day. The revered shrine gives livelihood to many. Over 200 small-scale units operate close by. Mostly, these entrepreneurs are mithai walas or sweet makers specializing in a local sweet called Sohan Halwa. Nadeem's ancestral house in Ajmer has served as a sweet-making unit for almost a century. The skills have passed on from one generation to another. But it is under Nadeem's supervision that the business has found a new direction. Every day, Nadeem caters to an order of nearly 100 kilos of Sohan Halwa. A few years back, he couldn't work with such ease. Like most of the other manufacturers, he used LPG or at times even kerosene as a fuel. But today he works with a biomass gasifier, a clean and cost-effective technology. A regular supply of biomass and assured services after the installation have made the gasifier a reliable option.
सबसे बड़ी इसमें बचत ये है कि किसी तरह का कोई रिस्क नहीं है। गैस के मुकाबले में 25% इसका 1/4 है खर्च। एलपीजी का सिलेंडर भी एक 800 रुपये का आता है, तो ये हमें बहुत महंगा पड़ जाता है। इसमें हमारा 200 रुपये में काम हो जाता है लकड़ी में, गैसीफायर में। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि पैसों की बचत। व्यापारी के लिए सिर्फ अपनी बचत जरूरी है।
Biomass is the oldest fuel used by man since ancient times. The gasifier technology burns the biomass more effectively by converting wood into a combustible gas. Here is how it works. For the gasification process, ambient air is blown into the biomass gasifier. As the fuel bed gets ignited, the combustion process starts and temperature inside the gasifier reactor increases. This is diverted to a cyclone separator, which removes the dust particles from the gas. And this clean gas is now ready to fuel the furnace. The Energy and Resources Institute, or TERI, started developing the gasifier technology in 1984. The idea was to offer an alternative for small and micro enterprises that run on thermal energy and require temperatures of up to 1000 degrees Celsius. In India, the small and micro industry employs over 31 million people. 1/3 of these units run on thermal energy from fossil fuels, agro residues like rice husk, groundnut shell and tires. By reducing smoke and pollutants, a gasifier helps improve the working conditions besides offering cost benefits. Initially, when the TERI gasifier was introduced in various enterprises, few understood the potential of this technology.
The initial problem basically was that of the acceptance by the user. So one of the challenges was in learning from the users and adopting our gasifier technology to their needs. This is an interactive process. So this has taken nearly 2 years, during which time we continuously kept modifying the technology so that the user is satisfied.
In 1994, support came from the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation.
STC's program in India has always been on rural development. So when in 94 STC saw gasifier for heat application, it was convinced of the potential the technology had and decided to demonstrate it in different small sectors. That triggered the promotion of that technology in a variety of sectors such as dyeing. So it proliferated in some sense.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕೆರೋಸಿನ್ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಸ್ಟವ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೈಯಿಂಗ್ನ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗ್ತು. ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸಿಫಿಯರ್ ಒಂದು ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ರವಿ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ಅದನ್ನು ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮೋಕ್ದೇನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಬಂದು 35 ರುಪೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ. 35 ರುಪೀಸ್ ಆದರೂ ಡೈಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಲೆಗೆ 2000 ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಖರ್ಚಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಗ್ಯಾಸಿಫೈರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 800 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 850 ರೂಪಾಯಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಮುಗಿತಾ ಇದೆ.
Nearly 20 gasifiers are operational now in the silk dyeing units of Bangalore. In 2001, TERI installed the first biomass gasifier in a crumb rubber unit near Kochi. It replaced the conventional furnace for drying latex. This marked a turning point for the local rubber industry.
1 liter of diesel here, a landed cost in a factory would be around 36 rupees. That is substituted with around 3.25 kgs of firewood at around 2.5 rupees, which is not possible with any other form of energy other than a gasifier. Whether it be natural gas, coal, no, nothing can substitute it the way the gasifier can substitute it.
Today, 10 rubber making units work on the TERI designed gasifiers. Gasifiers are also operational in sectors like silk reeling in Karnataka, namkeen making and plaster of Paris units in Rajasthan, steel re-rolling mills in Haryana, cooking for school children in Orissa, and tobacco curing in Myanmar. One of the reasons for its popularity has been the quick payback period of 3 to 4 months. The technology has also led to the inception of 2 more industries, that of gasifier manufacturing and wood chip suppliers for fuel. At Chandrapur Power Works in Yamunanagar in Haryana, gasifiers are manufactured for several applications. Since they joined hands with TERI in the year 2000, they have sold many gasifiers to different industries. The technology also comes with a reliable customer support system for the users. Workshops are conducted regularly for buyers as well as the service providers. 8 gasifier manufacturers have been licensed by TERI.
हम जो ट्रेनिंग वर्कशॉप देते हैं उसमें सबसे पहले लोगों को इसके बारे में ओरिएंटेशन देते हैं कि ये गैसीफायर कैसे चलते हैं, इसको कैसे ऑपरेट करना चाहिए, कैसे मेंटेन करना चाहिए, इसमें क्या क्या ट्रबल शूटिंग पॉइंट हैं, अगर उन्हें कोई दिक्कत आती है तो उसका क्या सोल्यूशन है, ये सब चीज़ें हम ट्रेनिंग वर्कशॉप में बताते हैं.
Today, 400 TERI gasifiers are being used in various micro, small and medium-scale industries. Collectively, they have resulted in a reduction of 159,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions. The technology still has a huge untapped potential, especially in India, which produces an annual surplus of 150 million tons of biomass. To make this technology a greater success, it needs service providers from the private sector and also a network of local level institutions and government agencies to ensure a regular biomass supply. They can also help make gasifiers more cost effective. By making good business sense for all, the technology today stands on firm ground. If promoted on a large scale, it will bring energy security to millions of small-scale enterprises and also help in cooling off a heated planet.